Wir haben in der letzten Folge das Geheimwort für Najil herausgefunden. Wir haben uns entschieden, das Balau-Küken nicht zu opfern. Der Großvater ist auch gestorben. Und ja, wir sollen jetzt in die Aula Magna gehen, um unser persönliches Talent, oder wie es heißt, zu erforschen. So, Professor Daussessel, Statue in Nische.
Hey, the Institute loves Mitskins too. So interesting to see the place from the teacher's perspective. I bet we look tiny and unimportant. It's big and imposing, but it doesn't look comfy at all. Daus must be a rough fella.
Okay, sonst noch was? Buntes Fenster und das war's.
The optical effect is absolutely stunning. As far as being a window, though, can't see anything through it.
Gut, dann reden wir einmal mit Professor Truce.
Ah, you're here.
Yep. So it's happening, huh?
It is, yes. I've sensed you uncovering the sign that proves your innate talent is ripe for discovery.
Crazy stuff.
Indeed. Now, to bring it out and see what its nature is.
Cool. How do we do that?
On my part, even if outwardly not much changes, it involves a lot of mental focus. As for you, I'm afraid it's going to be a little scary. How do you feel about being trapped?
Sagen, dass es dir nicht ausmacht. Klaustrophobisch, keine Ahnung. Keine Ahnung.
Trapped? Haven't thought about it. I guess I'm as reluctant as the next girl. Not excessively, though. Why do you ask?
The first time you use your intel is unpredictable, so I have to make sure I keep you in one place. You know, to have an eye on you. I'll just place a small, round, magical trap around your ankles so you can't run or fly off in panic. Does it sound bearable?
Ja, auf jeden Fall.
I'm ready. Here goes nothing.
All right, I'll spring the trap. Remember, once it appears, I can't remove it. It needs to burn out by itself. I'll start focusing. You just stand still, okay? Oh no, that huge slab's gonna fall right on top of you. Do something, Alinka!
Okay.
What the hell?
Der Tag,
How am I
an dem die
here?
Welt verschwand,
This looks
deinen
just
sicheren
like the
Ort
safe place
erreicht.
I escaped to when I closed my eyes. This feels real. I can touch it. How the hell is that possible?
Kann ich hier irgendwas machen? Nö.
Maybe if I focus again, I can get back.
Also ich muss hier jedes Mal neu klicken. Also können wir uns teleportieren.
Welcome back.
Sagen, dass du froh bist, zurück zu sein.
Man, that was scary. I'm happy to be back, I guess. But I almost freaking died.
No, you didn't. Allow me to explain. I was a bit dishonest with you, but I had to be. You were never in any danger, Alinka. I was controlling that loose slab telekinetically this whole time.
You were? Why would you do this to me?
Because, my dear, you really needed to believe you were in peril for your talent to trigger. I had to set up everything as such. It's been done like this for ages. And by the way, you are strictly forbidden to tell anyone, understood?
Yeah, so my talent...
It's what we call a transit. Where did you go?
Oh, that. It's weird. I've always had a place I mentally escaped to, but I always thought it was just imaginary. Now, it was like real. I could actually touch it, walk around inside of it.
I see. That is special indeed. Most students whose intel is a transit usually just teleport to a random, real-life location, whereas you've made your mental escape into a real place. Fascinating.
Not intentionally.
Doesn't really matter. You have a very, very special kind of transit. Let me know if you have any questions.
Fragen, wann du den Transit machen kannst.
So I can just go there anytime?
I'm afraid not, my dear. These kinds of inner talent only trigger when you need them most. That usually means you'd be in danger.
Yikes. Well, actually, it's pretty useful, huh?
I'll say. I hope you won't be using it soon, though.
Yeah, same.
Nach der Natur deines sicheren Ortes fragen.
So, something I've dreamed up became real. That's so weird, though.
Apologies if I'm being too personal, but it might have something to do with your avoidant personality. Either way, what's striking is the dual nature of your talent.
Huh?
On the one hand, you can physically transit to a safe space, be away from harm, even deposit things there.
I can bring stuff? Oh, cool.
On the other hand, that is your one safe space. Should anything bad make its way in there, the very fabric of your inner shelter would be in danger, becoming a place of darkness and despair, robbing you of your respite. Even if it'll be years from now, remember, you must be very careful what you carry in there, intentionally or not.
Well, that's dark.
It's a nice metaphor, though, don't you think? Taking on burdens that weigh on us, maybe even with the purpose of helping others.
I guess.
I think that's everything for now, but if you have a moment, there's something I want to discuss.
Shoot.
Listen, Alinka, there's something you should know about me. I took on studying innate talents precisely because, well, I don't have one.
Oh.
What you're not born with, you try to make up for with hard work.
Makes sense.
A bit ironic since I am very sensitive to them, but what can you do? But there is something else I was getting to. Please know that I don't study magic just for fun and games. I am one of the few people painfully aware of the dangers of evil rising.
It's rising?
I think it is, yes. In the form of forbidden artifacts that could resurface.
Fragen, welche Artefakte sie meint.
What evil artifacts do you mean?
Don't take it personally, but I can't involve you in anything concerning them. Just know that we're not as safe as we think we are, regardless of the world we come from.
Well, that was opaque.
Sorry, but it's dangerous stuff. Best left unsaid.
So, there's something you need to ask me?
This may sound strange, but I've been watching you. You're a problem solver.
Okay.
Fighting back against evil is not as straightforward as you would think. My efforts are not exactly sanctioned by the Institute.
Uh-huh.
You get around, Alinka. Unlike myself, there aren't many eyes on you and your actions.
Except yours. So, you need my help? Like, being a spy?
Not quite a spy, no. But yes, I want your help. If you're willing to offer it.
So, you want to fight evil, right?
A bit of a tradition in my family, yes. I want to be in the first line of defense. And I don't want to wait until it stares us right in the face when it's too late.
How can I help?
Let's talk soon, all right? I'm staying in a building right next to the Institute, here in Hazyview. It's on your right as you walk toward the northeastern road. I'll send a Mitskin one to come visit me.
All right, Truce. Thanks for revealing my talent.
Happy to, my dear. Let's hope you never have to actually use it.
Amen to that.
Okay, wir haben unser Talent entdeckt. Dann gehen wir jetzt einmal zum Nordflügel. Ach, gucke mal.
Ellie! I'm happy I ran into you. Kodrin tells me he wants to talk to you whenever you can.
I'll go see him right away. You wait for me here, okay? I have something to discuss about... you know.
I'll stay right here.
Geh zu Kodrin in den Gemeinschaftsraum. Noch was? Nö. So, und das ist wegen seltsame Götter. Alles klar. Einmal zum nordwestlichen Korridor, einmal zum Gemeinschaftsraum.
My man Kodrin.
Hey, Illy. Glad you're here.
Fragen, warum nach dir geschickt hat.
What's this about, my dude?
I'm gonna be blunt. You're being followed.
What? How? Why? Who?
I can't answer any of those. My sources all over Rakus have been hinting at this. I don't know who it is, and I don't know why, but someone's keeping an eye on you.
Well, it's good to know at least. I'll keep an eye out.
Whatever you and Tudor are involving yourselves in, 1, be careful, and 2, can I get in on it?
We'll see if we really need you at some point. Cool?
Cool. I'm not just a mole wrangler, you know. I can fight.
I don't doubt it, my man.
Nach Neuigkeiten fragen.
Anything new in town?
Generally speaking, Mage's chatter has died down all of a sudden.
The weird magic supremacist people? That's a good thing, right?
Either a good thing or a very bad one. They've either given up or are away preparing something, and whatever that is, it's bad news.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, there's talk that the hidden camp is back in town. I mean, next to it. Somewhere.
What's the hidden camp?
It's this Roma traveler camp. Nobody other than its inhabitants knows where it's located. There's a secret passageway to it, and I've been trying to find it for ages. No particular reason, I just, have to know everything.
If I find out, I'll let you know.
Nach den 3 Magiern fragen.
There's this rumor that a trio of mages used to reach out to strange outer gods right here in Rakus.
Yeah, I'm aware. One of them is definitely Najil.
Oh, wow. How'd you know?
I heard the rumors. I looked into what plants he was growing at the time. I just put 2 and 2 together.
Do you know who the other 2 were?
Sorry, no. I didn't look into it since it didn't interest me directly. I can tell you that, whoever they are, they mostly keep out of sight.
Right. Thanks. Bye, Master Spy.
Be careful out there, Illy.
Kehre zu Tudor im Nordflügel zurück. Okay, einmal hier durch, einmal hier hin. Tudor.
Tudor, what's been up?
Meeting a lot of kids. Really interesting ones. Students, of course. Trying to see if there's anyone who could help us. You?
Boy, where do I start? Viserion. You know Viserion, right?
Of course.
He's gonna help us look up the strange god in this book. The Book of New Gods. We just might find out what that thing's name is.
Whoa.
And get this. There's a trio of mages that knows how to reach out to these gods. I know who one of them is. Najil.
The flower guy, really?
That's what I said. No idea who the other 2 are. But I do know their secret password, Akhenaten. We find out who they are, we find out what the god's name is.
We actually reach out to it?
It could help us.
This is scary stuff, Il, but somehow with you by my side, I don't feel that afraid.
Die anderen beiden Magier erstmal nach seinem Gemütszustand fragen.
How have you been feeling?
You know what? I'm sick of complaining. We need to find out what this unknown is and destroy it or make it go away. Bitching about it won't help.
That's my Tudor.
Die anderen beiden Magier besprechen.
These 2 other mages that Najil reached out to gods with, how do we find out who they are? Did you meet anyone that could help?
Let me think. There is this kid. I honestly don't know much about her, just that she's some kind of whiz when it comes to magical knowledge.
What's her name?
They say it's Priscilla. A friend of a friend's, Dewar, swears there's nothing this kid doesn't know when it comes to summoning, far-reaching, that kind of stuff. But she's weird, Illy. She hangs around the institute, but I'm not even sure if she's a student. She's always cooped up in her room at the inn.
I should pay her a visit then.
There's just one problem, a hefty problem. Her bodyguard, Cadmus. You're gonna have a hard time getting to her.
I like a challenge. See
Okay.
you later, Tudor.
Bye, Illy.
Sprich mit Haralamp über Priscilla. Priscilla, war das nicht die Kleine mit diesem, war das ein Fischplüschtier bei Gibbes? Okay, wir gehen einmal zur Haupthalle. Wir gehen einmal raus.
You got pretty eyes, you know.
Dankeschön. So, dann einmal zum Sternlichtplatz. Hier rein.
This guy looks busy.
Yes.
I'll just let him be for now.
Er ist wieder da. Cadmus. Okay. Nach Neuigkeiten fragen.
Anything notable happening?
Let's see. Lots of rumblings about the hidden camp, either in or somewhere near Rakus. I don't even know what that is, and if it's so secretive, who even cares? Other than that, someone's been trying to buy the Oriab Arms, the building it used to be in, that is. Eastern side of Flicker Light Landing. Owners nowhere to be found, though. Looks like he left Rakus altogether. That's about it.
Interesting. Thanks. I gotta skedaddle.
Good.
Was? Flimmerlichtplatz. Flimmerlichtplatz. Okay. Nach Priscilla fragen.
Is there a kid named Priscilla staying here?
Is there even a point denying it?
Can you tell me the room number? I'll see myself up.
You discuss that with her sitter first.
Who's the sitter?
Long-haired guy with the hat at that table there. He gives you the go-ahead. It's cool with me.
I'll talk to him. I gotta skedaddle.
Good.
Okay. Sprich mit Cadmus, Priscillas Leibwächter.
Hi there. Hairlam tells me you're Priscilla's bodyguard.
Oh? Did he use that word?
Hat der Bodyguard gesagt? Nein.
No, he used a pretty different word.
Silly of me to care for semantics. I do look after my tiny client, yeah? Do you usually walk up to strangers' tables and make small talk?
Oh, it's not all small talk. I'm Illy. I study at the Tim.
A mage in training. Very honorable. Cadmus Crux. Glorified babysitter.
Cadmus Crux. Heißt der eine nicht auch Crux mit Nachnamen? Der Vampirjäger. Nach seinem Nachnamen fragen.
Crux, are you related to Abe?
Abe? You're that close with my father?
I guess. Were you also a vampire hunter, before?
I used to cut down creatures of the night, yes. That's in the past. Tell me, is my old man still moping around in the cemetery?
Actually, I helped a little with that. He's moved on.
You did? Well, you are one industrious young woman.
I grew up with everyone yelling, "Be proactive," at me. Some of it stuck.
I will not just take your word for it, though. Please, wait here. I have a cemetery to visit.
Fine by me.
So, jetzt geht er hin. Und ist wieder
So,
da.
you were truthful.
I try to be.
What you did means a lot to my father, and to me. Let me know if I can reciprocate.
Nach seiner Beziehung zu Abe fragen.
Are you and your dad okay with each other?
I like to think so, though we do have our differences. He let his conscience get in the way of his job. Not smart in our line of work.
You don't have that problem?
Everyone has a conscience. You can numb it down if you need to. Old Abe never really learned how, though. Kind of drove us both out of business. So here I am getting ordered around by a preteen.
Nach Priscilla fragen.
I need to see your client.
Well, old Abe had nothing but good things to say about you. I guess there's nothing to object to. You haven't spoken to my client before, right?
Nope.
She can be a bit blunt. You have been warned.
Noted. Let's go.
Gut, dann gehen wir einmal hoch. Gehe zu Priscilla. Ich wusste es. Das ist wirklich die Kleine aus Gibbes. Mit ihrem Fischplüschtier.
Priscilla! Wow, you're,
Just a kid?
much younger than I expected, yeah.
No one forced you to come find me. I hope.
Right. And I didn't mean to sound condescending.
Aber ihre Haare sind länger geworden, im Gegensatz zu Gibbes. Nach Cadmus fragen.
Cadmus is a nice guy, but, may I ask why a kid your age needs a bodyguard?
I can put up a fight, but some extra muscle doesn't hurt. I've pissed off a lot of people in my lifetime.
Wow.
Echt?
Don't worry, they had it coming. They were hurting fishies.
And we love fishies, don't we?
We sure do.
Nach den Leuten fragen, die Fischis verletzten.
Can I ask about these bad people that were hurting the fishies?
Cultists, I guess you'd call them. Back in Fishmouth, that's where their headquarters were.
Never heard of the place.
They're not a problem anymore. I saw to that. I guess it's what made me interested in gods. You know, summoning them.
Really?
Yeah, it's one thing to deal with baddies yourself, and a whole other thing when you've got a fish god on your side taller than a 5-story building.
You summoned that?
Well, not quite, but I'm getting there.
Nach dem Kontakt zu den Göttern fragen.
There's a rumor in town that you're interested in seeking out gods.
Try and keep a low profile, but people will talk. Yeah, what of it?
I think I might share that interest. But before that, there's also this tale of 3 mages from here, from Rakus.
That used to seek outer gods, but gave up. It's true, you know.
Freiwillig einen Namen nennen.
I do know the identity of one of them, Najil the botanist.
It looks like I know one more than you do.
Would you mind telling me who the other one is?
It's not that I don't want to, it's just, that's not how magic works. As a student, you should know this already.
It's never that easy, huh?
That piece of knowledge requires a sacrifice. Something that you love dearly, and that I would love too.
Fragen, was sie liebt. Fischis.
So, I have to give you something I love and that you would too, huh? What are you passionate about?
Chocolate, forbidden knowledge, outer gods, violent video games. But if you're asking what I love most, it's fishies.
Just fishies.
Anything that lives in water. Extra points if it's cute.
Noted.
Nach dem Opfer fragen.
I don't have to actually kill anything, do I?
No, it's a sacrifice as in you give up something you love in exchange for what I know. And I have to love it too.
Okay, I'll go look for a proper sacrifice.
Chop chop!
Finde ein Fischopfer für Priscilla. Das werden wir in der nächsten Folge machen.